Oh, it's a Hanjo. It's a Hanjo. How you doing, folks? Matt the Greeter. Bug Smasher. Oh. Oh, potential update here. I found someone who just might be willing to work on. Oh, I could have turned there. Might be willing to work on the old bike and check it out and figure out why I've got a little bit of extra vibration happening, or a different one, you know, that I don't care for. And again, just to catch you up to speed, maybe it's vibrating like it always did before I snapped my engine mounts and rode on that for a long time, or maybe it is something that I need to pay attention to. So my friend who's ridden multiple motorcycles, and he can turn a wrench. He's see, I didn't realize he worked on bikes. So remember, you know, my whole woeful phase, hey, nobody wants to blah blah blah, whine. A friend I sit a couple rows away from in church, actually he's not afraid to work on a bike. So, and you know what, I've seen his vehicles, and yeah, I'm all in. I'm more than comfortable. So yeah, there's a little update for you. That's gonna happen. But again, we're in the so end of November. So we got it's getting darker and darker and darker, earlier and earlier and earlier. And Saturdays have been a little rough, so it's a matter of finding time. But and of course now, as soon as they throw salt, which was going to lament, back there about quarter mile, anyway, I didn't know we were salting the roads yet. But there was, they got that new thing now, which is a better thing, and that's the brine. And they'll go through with a brine truck, and it sprays down a liquid brine. I mean, you're not going to want to, baste your turkey with it or anything, but they got a brine, and the advantage to the brine is it's not a rock that's going to go bouncing off everyone's windshield and flying into all the ditches and blowing away in the wind. It's wet, so it's going to hit the road and stick to it, and it actually provides better coverage. And but I'm not sure how many brinies they have as opposed to salt trucks, traditional ones. So I wonder if we'll see more and more of that. And the ratio of salt to water is much better for the environment. It's not good for the environment, but it's less bad for the environment than throwing big hunks of salt over bazillions of miles of New England pavement and then enjoying as it just rinses down into storm drains. So brine, there's not as much salt getting down, so there's that. And anyhow, that's pretty good. Look, you ever have to clear a patch of land like that? You see the vines hanging down? You got your wisteria, you got some, there's actually the poison ivy makes quite a tenacious vine. The Japanese knotweed and stuff like that, bamboo. You get a patch of land like that and have to clear it by hand, and I'll tell you what, by the time you're done with one little patch of it, whatever's behind you has already grown back. That stuff grows awful quick. I actually got quite an appreciable amount of tendonitis in my arms doing work like that with improper tools. Actually, the worst tool I brought on the job was my brain, because I was trying to do the thing, and the God bless them, the elderly people that I was trying to do it for, they did not have good tools, and the one good thing that I had to work with, I broke within the first 10 minutes. The handle snapped right off, and so that was pretty lousy. I try to do the whole thing by hand, and bad idea. Ended up developing some really bad tendonitis. Then that house got sold, And the new owner, a nice truck, the new owner brought in giant machinery and just excavated the whole thing. So all of that work, all that tendonitis for my guitar playing forearms and bass playing forearms was all for naught. And but had I the proper tools to begin with, not such a bad story. Anyhow, we talked about nothing today. Some people still have pumpkins out, but I'll tell you what. Yeah, we've already had a couple of frosts. You don't want to be eating those pumpkins at this point. You're liable to find a squirrel in it. Which is exactly what you don't want to find when you take the lid off the pumpkin after you brought it into the house, right? Hey kids! Wild Kingdom. What's the weirdest thing you ever had in your house? You ever had anything weird in your house that was not supposed to be there? Yeah, of course, you know, I've had a couple of bat experiences. Squirrel. Did not care for the squirrel. Did not care for the bats either. Yeah, centipede the length of my forearm. Yeah, this is some crazy stuff. But I heard about people getting like possum just walking in through the doggy door, little coyote in the kitchen. I'm a coyote fan, so yeah, just let him do his thing and leave. You know, skunks, of course. Well, what's the weirdest thing you've had in your house? I'm gonna leave it at that, and I'm gonna wait, and I'm just gonna stare at the comment section until I see some weird things. And that's it for today. I'm gonna get home. It's getting cold. It's wet. I don't think it's gonna freeze, but I'm not gonna take a chance. Matt the Greeter. Happy days, right? Happy days. Happy winter. Almost. Bye.